How's it going, everybody? Mr. Charco here, and I am very excited today. We are going to be doing our battle for the first VGC Week 1 in the Wigglytuff Guild, and I'm going to be playing the Snorlax squad, which you can see is over here on the right. It's coached by R2, and his team consists of Dusclops, Hatterene, Coalossal, Inteleon, Liepard, Flapple, Emolga, Gmax, Snorlax, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Toxicroak, Maractus, and Shedinja. So, looking at his team, the only real threats I see is a possible Hatterene Dusclops Trick Room. And even that doesn't scare me that much. Then you go to look at his other big threats. It seems like maybe he would want to go Inteleon Coalossal to activate the Steam Engine to make Coalossal really fast. But Inteleon has an absolute terrible matchup against my squad, especially against my Gmax Rillaboom. It just completely devours that Inteleon, and even if it's Sash, I just double into it and it's dead. So I don't think he brings Inteleon. So then it leaves his other options that can activate it with a fire move would be Hatterene, which is Mystical Fire, but it could run that, but then that kind of defeats the purpose because Hatterene's best on a Trick Room. And so you wouldn't want Coalossal to be your Trick Room on. Then the other mons that actually get fire moves is Snorlax, who gets Fire Punch. So I could see that, but once again, Snorlax operates best under Trick Room. And then finally, you have Tyranitar with Fire Blast. And even Tyranitar is at that kind of... He's like 75, I think, at his base speed. So even he doesn't operate the best on a Trick Room or gets super fast, and he gets OHKO'd by everything on my team anyways. So I don't see Coalossal being a big threat in any way. If he brings Coalossal, that's fine because I'll just knock it out. Other than that, his best Pokemon on his team are Excadrill, Tyranitar, Gmax, Snorlax. And all those Pokemon share one big thing. They're all weak to fighting moves, with Snorlax and Tyranitar being exceptionally susceptible to fighting moves. So basically, out of his 6 best Pokemon he has on his team, he's got Dusclops, Hatterene, Coalossal, Snorlax, Excadrill, Tyranitar. And then I could see him possibly bringing Liepard or even Flapple, because they actually have some potential. And I honestly don't think either one of them come. I think if he's going to try to bring one, maybe Liepard, but Liepard just gives him another fighting weakness. So I think Flapple has more viability than maybe Coalossal, but even still has that 4 times weakness to Ice. So I could see maybe Flapple, he try to take advantage of my grassy terrain. So if I had to guess, if it was me, I'd probably bring Dusclops, Hatterene, Flapple, Snorlax, T-Tar, and Excadrill, because he just invested too much points in Excadrill and Tyranitar, which are not that good against my team, in all honesty. But yeah, so basically this game plan is for one of those out of the mons that I listed. It's for obviously 6 of those 8 mons. I don't see him bringing any other mons. So we're going to go over what I'm going to be bringing. And I've actually just made one last few changes. And I was going to bring Driftblam so I could outspeed the Excadrill under Sand, but I'm not worried about outspeeding the Excadrill under Sand, to be honest. Because I've already got 4 mons that basically beat Excadrill and T-Tar, or Excadrill, whatever combination, and I just want to have 2 mons that could beat Hatterene, because Hatterene was the only thing that really poses a threat to my team. So first of all, we'll start off with my dedicated lead for the first match, just in case he runs Frisk Dusclops first, to just kind of see what I'm doing. I'm using pretty normal sets for Grimmsnarl and Donkey Kong here, or as I call them, Donkey Kong and Loki. So I'm using pretty normal sets here. On my Donkey Kong, I have Grassy Surge, of course, running the Miracle Seed item, max attack, max HP, Adamant Nature, with the rest of the EVs going towards defense. My Grassy Glide basically OHKOs almost everything, and if it doesn't, it knocks it down to Sash, or it at least puts it within like range to be cleaned up by Body Press or Shadow Claw or whatever else I want to use. Drain Punch is for obviously Snorlax or Coalossal or any other mon that really wants to take that fighting move hard. And then Knock Off is to just kind of do some shenanigans and really it's the third best move I could bring to go with it. Donkey Kong, and then obviously Protect is because he's going to be my primary Gmax Pokemon, just so I can always have that Protect, or if I want to stop and get some grassy terrain healing, that's there. Basically this Mon puts in work no matter what. The Miracle Seed makes Gmax, the grass moves, on top of Grassy Surge, just so freaking powerful. And I don't even actually have to Gmax this Pokemon because I can throw up a Reflect, and his team just going to have a really hard time doing anything to me. Very excited about that. I could honestly probably lead these two all 3 games, or all 2, or however many games it is, and have a good chance to win. It's just that strong of a combination. Then we got Loki. I originally had Reflect, Fake Out, Shadow Claw, Body Press, but I figured that Fake Out doesn't really matter as much on T-Tar or Excadrill because he's going to probably max one of those, and then the other one I'm just going to try to knock out, right? So I figured it might be better for me just to not use Fake Out and just give him Light Screen just in case I want to bring him if he's going Hatterene direction, because the Light Screen does help my Slowbro and my Arcanine a lot, even my Alolan Persian. I mean, obviously, it just helps everybody. So he's got both the screens capability there with Prankster, which is really good. And I can get it up turn 1 guarantee because he doesn't have a Psychic Surge Mon to cancel out my Prankster. So obviously if he goes for a Psychic move, Gmax Psychic or whatever, or Dynamax Psychic, he does activate the Psychic Surge, but I'm basically guaranteed to get one of these up first. Next we have my really cool sets I have going on. These are the more specialist sets. Like I said, those are pretty standard. On the Loki was max HP, max defense, as you can see, and that helps with Body Press. And then the Shadow Claw is really just there for coverage for the Hatterene in case I need to go with the Hatterene or the Dusclops or something. For the most part, Loki is just going to be there to help Donkey Kong or just help the team. That's usually what your Grimmsnarls do. Next we have Pharaoh and Goodbye Cat. Pharaoh because Lucario has always looked kind of like some kind of Pharaoh or Egyptian kind of dog. So obviously Pharaoh for that. And then Goodbye Cat as a play on Hello Kitty because this Pokemon's known for parting shotting and just being kind of a nuisance. And I think Hello Kitty's kind of annoying. So there you go. But I really like Alolan Persian. My Lucario, it's so basically what I'm threatening here is I have 2 Pokemon that have Justified, an Arcanine and Pharaoh potentially, but I'm not running that on either. I'm running Inner Focus to make sure he can't fake me out in case he does lead like a I'm hoping that he does lead. If say these 2 lead, I'll lead these 2 next, making him think that it's going to be that Dynamax, Pharaoh, and then beat up with Alolan Persian. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to threaten that. But Close Combat, Low Kick, Ice Punch, and Meteor Mash are all coverage moves. Close Combat, the reason I have that in Low Kick does just as much damage as Close Combat as on Snorlax, T-Tar, and Colossal. Close Combat does more damage on Excadrill than Low Kick just because it's not nearly as heavy as the other Mons. So basically I'll be clicking Low Kick on those 3, and I'll be clicking Close Combat on anything else. And I'm obviously Sash. I have enough speed on both of these Pokemon that I outspeed a Mode Breaker Excadrill. If he goes Sand Rush Excadrill, that's fine. He can go Sand Rush all he wants. I don't really care. And Ice Punch is there in case he does decide to bring what's it called, Flapple, because it's 4 times effective. Meteor Mash is in case I want to bring Pharaoh against Hatterene and be able to get 2 Meteor Mashes off with the Focus Sash. And basically this Mon's going to not flinch. It's going to hit really hard. It's got Focus Sash, so it's going to live at least 2 turns because it does even if he does bring Sand, obviously it's that amazing Steel typing. He's going to have to double up in my slot, but obviously I'll fake out the other Mon I won't be attacking, or I'll go Hyper Voice with my Alolan Persian here, and I'll Throat Spray. And what that'll do is that'll bring my special attack up +1, and I'll be a +1 max special attack Alolan Persian. And the Shadow Ball really hurts Hatterene or Dusclops or any other Pokemon that's weak to Shadow Ball. Fake Out for support, Parting Shot to maybe go into Simba or go into whoever's in the back. And basically this is going to be a really cool set. And then his defense EVs allow him to live, I believe it allows him to live any 2 hits from Excadrill or Tyranitar. So basically, if he tries to target my Lucario, I'm going to get one really good move off. He can double into him. That's fine. Say I predict the wrong fake out. That's fine because this Pokemon is going to go Hyper Voice. It's going to hit both of them in case they went down Sash. And then it's going to activate my Throat Spray, and then I'll be at a +1. Then I can bring in Simba, Intimidate, or I can bring in whoever else. And it's going to be very, very hard to take this thing out with its Fur Coat ability that doubles its defense. And like I said, basically, the only thing I worried about with this Mon was the special attack and the speed. And then I just threw on the defense because it's mainly this Pokemon is going to be there for facing Excadrill and Tyranitar. But with the Throat Spray, that allows it to actually be able to fight a little bit against Hatterene. I don't expect it to be my Hatterene stopper, but it's kind of a sleeper. So I'm excited about that. And so Lucario, he's max attack, enough, like I said, enough speed to outspeed a Mold Breaker, max speed Excadrill. And then the only 8 EVs left went towards HP. So then finally we have my my dedicated Pokemon towards Hatterene. I actually don't have the best options in the world for Hatterene, but like on paper, like typing wise, but obviously Donkey Kong does well against it. Pharaoh does good against it. Even this Alolan Persian can do well against it. But I have my Not So Slowbro. He reminds me kind of Lotso, like from Toy Story 4. And then also he's got Quick Draw ability, so he's Not So Slowbro. So I thought that was a pretty cool name. I originally had Shukaberry on here, so that way it could live a high horsepower or a max Quake from Excadrill. But I decided that since I have 4 Mons that kind of beat Excadrill, like the way I have them planned out, that I didn't need to bring another answer for Excadrill. Don't get me wrong, if I max this Mon, Hydro Pump can knock it out easily, and a Fire Blast does a lot of damage. But basically what this Pokemon and Simba's going to do is they're going to outlast the turns of Hatterene maxing or whatever else. And Not So, what his job here is obviously he's max special defense with a sassy nature. He's got HP pretty much to the max. I just go to the odd numbers on HP, and the rest of it going to a special attack. He lives any 2 hits on a -1 or a light screen Hatterene, and then Shell Side Armor has a chance to Oko. It's 84 to 100% chance, so it's not a huge chance. But basically, no matter what I go with Slowbro, Simba can knock it out with Iron Head as well. Drain Punch for coverage for Snorlax. You know, the other normal type Mons that are weak to that. Hydro Pump just because I can change the weather if I want. Say I don't want sand, I can go Hydro Pump, hit something hard. And then Fire Blast, in case I want to have an in-game with Simba, I set up the Sun and allow Simba to have Morning Sun and protect Iron Head, Leftovers, and even potentially Grassy Surge for Simba to really just be bulky and be annoying. Simba here only is carrying 2 moves, and then he's got Protect and Morning Sun. Basically, I'm only bringing Simba for Hatterene. If he doesn't bring Hatterene, I probably won't bring Simba because it doesn't have a good matchup against T-Tar and Excadrill, but it does have a good matchup against Hatterene. So it's a max special defense with the careful nature, max HP, and then the rest going into attack. He's gonna like I said, he's gonna be coming in. He's gonna basically immediately be snarling. If they don't do a lot of damage to me, I'll snarl again, force something out. I can protect to heal up. I can Morning Sun to heal up, and then I just Iron Head spam, hoping to get flinches if necessary. Iron Head does do, I think, 43 to 50% or 44 to 50% or something like that against Hatterene with no investment. So basically, it's a guaranteed 3-hit KO. But with everything else going on, I should just need to hit it like once or twice. So I feel really good. Like I said, the only Mon I really see threatening on his team is Hatterene, at least to my team. And Snorlax is obviously, GMAX Snorlax is always a threat because you can get the berry hacks. But that's what knockoff is for. Or that's what all these fighting moves are for. But it kind of made it easier to plan for his team because he does have so many fighting weaknesses to like his best Mons. So basically, if you can't tell, I kind of ran the same coverage moves on everything, right? So fighting, Ghost or whatever. And if he does, for some reason, decide to go a whole different direction and not bring Excadrill and Tyranitar, tries to throw like something crazy, I just don't think he has enough output to match me. So I feel like his only chance is to bring his best Mons when you have a bad matchup. Either he's going to bring his best Mons or he's going to throw a big curveball that I couldn't have planned for anyways, right? So yeah, see, I guess he could try to go like a rain team somehow with everything going with Maractus, Toxicroak, Yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, even then, like, I just feel like he has too many mons that don't really coexist. Like, obviously, Excadrill, Snorlax go well together. Hatterene, Dusclops go well together. Dusclops, Snorlax go well together. But out of his heavy hitters, nothing else really goes well together. They're just kind of around in there. Where I feel like a lot of my mons, they really help benefit each other, and they can benefit with each other. And so that makes it really hard to plan for my team because you have the justified threat always, and then you have so many Pokemon that can benefit each other. And Grimmsnarl just seems to pair up with every Pokemon in the game with the Prankster and Reflect Light Screen support. So yeah, but yeah. So like I said, Throat Spray on him or her, Babiri Berry, so I can live a Steel type move from Excadrill. Hoping how I hope it goes his first turn. He does try to max Steel into Loki for the defense boost, and I simply either Grassy Glide or Drain Punch into Tyranitar, and then I either Body Press or whatever. So it's going to give me a lot of options. Very excited. Game 1 is going to be very deciding on how I play Game 2. If I feel like I have a really good matchup in Game 1, and I feel like my game plan is going going really well, I will lead Pharaoh and Goodbye Cat just to really throw him off and make him feel pressured. And then finally, the last turn, I'll probably lead Donkey Kong Loki. I could bring just these 4 every time, but I'm definitely always going to bring Donkey Kong, and I'm probably always going to bring Loki for this matchup. The other 4 mons will obviously be seen fit as they are, but if you can't tell, I have them in good pairs, and I think it's a good way to play VGC is to have your pairs and then have other ways that they can help and be good with other things. Yeah, so I'm very excited with this team. I'm really excited to get this week going, and I think I brought some pretty good sets, and I think I have a good matchup. Good luck to my opponent. Hopefully no hacks. I want it to be a nice, clean game. I don't want no first attack getting critted and poisoned or something like that. So I just want to have a good, clean game and let the best team win. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what sets you really like. Let me know if you have any really cool sets in mind for me to use, including my team. I can go over my team real quick for you so you can see it. I do have, obviously, Arcanine, Grimmsnarl, Drifblim, Galarian Slowbro, Lapras, Lucario, Marowak, just a normal one, Gmax Rillaboom, Primarina, Alolan Persian, Braviary, Dracozolt, and Machamp. So I think I have a pretty solid team. So anyways, let me guys know if you got any cool sets for any of those mons. And I will see you in the next video, and I will see you in the battle. Excited.